right, so this is a daily warm-up before you lift or do any kind of strength training. The idea behind it is mobility. We always mobilize before to get blood flow, and then you want to stretch after to cool down and let the brain know that like the muscles can relax. Start with the foam roller. You're going to warm up the thoracic spine. Hands go overhead. You're going to roll the middle of the back, go back and forth about 10 times. This is just warming up the rhomboids, the traps, and the upper back. You're then going to shift to the side, right underneath the armpit. That's your lat and rear delt. You're going to roll up and down on there to loosen all that up. Same thing, about 10 times. You're going to switch. Do the other side. You don't want to roll on your low back. It's just not really pointless. It's pointless. It's not really effective. That's the word I was going for. So then you're going to come underneath your hamstrings. Same thing. Don't roll underneath your kneecap. You have very sensitive tendons on there. We're just rolling the hamstrings back and forth for about 10. Then we're going to warm up the glutes. Cross ankle over knee. Lean into that butt cheek. And you're going to do about 10 on the left. Then switch. All this is just breaking up lactic acid. It's getting blood flow to the muscles. About 10 of those. You can roll out your calves if they're sore. Same thing, don't roll over the kneecaps. We're just rolling back and forth. Then you're gonna flip over. You're gonna roll out your quads. Don't roll over the kneecaps. You're just warming up the quads and getting all the muscles nice and mobilized. So then, after you go through all the muscle groups of the foam rollers, use a PVC pipe. If you don't have a PVC pipe, you could use a broom, you could use a band. This is warming up the shoulders and the chest. Grip it as close as you can. You're gonna do pass-throughs, back and forth. The goal is to get as close as you can going back and forth, but if you gotta start way out here, that's fine. You're gonna do 10, front to back. Make sure you're hitting all the way to the back, keeping your arms straight, don't bend. Then you're gonna do around the worlds. So we're here, we come over, touch the back, come back around. You do about 10 of these. All these are just warming up the chest, the shoulders, the thoracic. Switch sides. Then I like to do good mornings. So good mornings, you're putting up here like a back squat. You're just bending from the waist, standing back up to warm up your hamstrings. Again, all this is gonna feel like a workout because it's just getting blood flow. So then, now that we've done all those, I like to do a couple exercises with a band that gets the muscles firing. So everything was like getting blood flow. This is actually gonna start getting those fast twitch fibers firing. So the first one, side to side banded steps. You're gonna put these around your ankles. Knees are bent, you're kind of in a squat. Keep tension on the band. So we're right here. You'll do 10 to the right, 10 to the left, side to side. You're gonna feel this a lot in your glutes and your hip flexors. Then you're gonna do it forward. So when you go forward, it's doing hip flexors, quads, shins, the same thing. Knees are bent. You're keeping tension and you're just doing heel toe steps. Then you're gonna do it reverse for your hamstrings and your glutes, toe heel. So this is warming up all that. After you do that, you're gonna slide this up to your knees. You're gonna do hip thrust. Push your knees out. So any day you're squatting, deadlifting, doing Olympic lifts, this is super important because this is the top of all those lifts. So you're gonna bring your feet close to your butt. You're in a width of a squat. Push your knees out, so all this is gonna fire. Then you're gonna drive your hips up. You should feel this in your quads, glutes, hamstrings. It's just getting blood flow to the muscles, that's it. Do like 10 of those. Then you're gonna do clamshells, same concept. So you're gonna shift to one side, keep it on your knee, and you're just gonna do little band stretches. Again, it's getting the glutes, the low back, IT band, all that warmed up. Do like 10 on the left, flip over, you do 10 on the right. And then the very last part of this, I just like doing, well actually there's two, my bad.
I like doing banded squats. When you squat down, keep your chest up, push your knees out, and then drive your hips up. It's just conditioning you that anytime you squat, your knees don't collapse, since the bottom is when people's knees are or the glutes are too weak. So we're gonna push those out and stand up. Now the last one. You're gonna put the band around the middle of your foot, and you're gonna do little sprints. So what this is doing is it's getting the fast twitch fibers going with your core, your hip flexors, and your quads, but also signaling to your brain that we're about to do explosive movements. So you do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. That's the full body warm up. I do literally every single day before I work out. Give it a try and go to the workout.